All right, guys, some much needed good news for the tech sector. So Trump exempted smartphones, computers, processing chips, and other electronics from the 125% tariffs on China. It looks like they're still subject to the 20% retaliation tariff based on the fentanyl, the retaliation from that. But that is not nearly as bad as the fears over the 125%. And this is what I expect to happen, guys, over time, right? There's going to be exemptions. There's going to be, dial backs on the tariffs. I think this is the worst that we'll see because it doesn't benefit either country, China or the US, to keep going down this route. And so now with this happening, China maybe will do something on their end to help out. You never know. And you never know what other negative news can come out. But at this point, a lot of that negativity is baked into where stock prices are. And I expect these tech stocks, obviously Apple and many other stocks, because remember, Apple has big weightings in the indexes. I expect Apple to go up and other stocks are going to follow with it. So get ready for a tech rally on Monday. The only thing you got to watch out for, though, is first thing Monday morning when you wake up, you'll see things are already way up. And so you got to wait for your entry points always, guys, because retail traders get priced out a lot of times. Just like on Wednesday, that huge rally happened so fast that most people couldn't even get in, right? Retail traders end up getting the leftover pieces, right? The scrap at the end of the rally. And so that's why you have to kind of be in before the herd. I've been talking about that. You have to take a chance even when no one's fishing at the pond. It's just you, right? Then eventually all the other fishermen come and then you already got your beautiful trout while everyone's trying to get the scraps, right? And again, if you stay invested, right? It's hard when you're reading the headline news and all the negativity, right? Because things change daily. That's why it's best to just get away from your account, right? But eventually stocks climb a wall of worry. The negative news, it's only going to get better from here, I think, improve with the tariffs. I'm not saying, we got to see what the rest of the economy shows down the road. But because of Trump delaying those tariffs 90 days, now we're going to see better earnings, at least not as bad as before, because at least they know next quarter, right? We're seeing companies reaffirm their guidance. We're at, since 90 days is pretty much a full quarter. That's what we saw with Morgan Stanley, JP Morgan, Wells Fargo. They reaffirmed their guidance, at least with JP Morgan and Wells Fargo. I'm not sure on Morgan Stanley, but I know I did see that they had decent numbers overall. But now they don't have to cut their guidance for next quarter. They may cut their full year guidance. But I think this just kicks the bucket down the road a little bit till next quarter. So we might catch a little window here, especially with going into the end of Trump's first 100 days, which ends April 30th. I don't think Trump's going to want to do anything negative leading up to that. He wants to finish those 100 days on a positive note, so he could try to get the tax cuts going through, which that one bill already did pass the House. So I think it's going to be positive announcements for Trump for the most part here as we get closer to the end of his first 100 days. But you never know. But those are my thoughts. So we could catch a window where, now with this news on the tech stocks, these stocks can start flying back here and get some momentum potentially, unless, there's some other negative news that comes out.